What, sweetie? Of course I love you. It's never a question of you and I never got on. It's just time for you to move on to a better home, a better life with Andre. Greetings, legend. Andre, congratulations for buying the Saab Goblin Havoc edition from eBay and the spares package and the Saab bag for a very nice price of £425 plus postage. But of course, eBay have taken £56.24 of that. That's outrageous, isn't it? It's outrageous. Anyway, point is, you've got yourself a lovely little helicopter here. Is it a perfect step up from the M2 hobby? I wouldn't have thought so. But we can tame it down, and I'm very happy to help you along with that journey. But for now, let's take a dive in and see what you get for your money. Right, here we are with the Saab Goblin Havoc, and you're a subscriber on the old Heli Shed, so you wouldn't have actually have seen this in the How Big Is Your Heli video, so you wouldn't actually know how big it is. I think I've said to you about 4 bananas long. So let's find out, shall we? 1 banana, 2 bananas, 3 bananas, and a Cocker Spaniel. 4 bananas long and wide. Well, it's quite a slim Jim, actually. I'd probably say 1/3 of a banana wide, and that is stereotypical of the Goblins, the Saab Goblins. They're very narrow helicopters, and if I'm brutally honest, one of the reasons why I've only flown this twice. Now, I loved it, don't get me wrong there, it is a mental helicopter. RPM on this is up in the 8,000 area. It is not a Blade 230S. It is not an OMP M2 hobby. This is a serious competition machine, and it's got a competition motor in it. But I've only flown it twice, and the reason why I'm selling it, apart from to try and get some money aimed towards the next project, but the reason why I'm selling it is because it's just too small for me. Not as in power, but too small for me to see. 52, the eyes are letting me down a little bit nowadays, and anything further than about 20 yards for me, and I find it difficult to see it. Hopefully you'll be fine with it, and I'm very happy to help you with taming down the settings on your transmitter so you can have some fun with it. There we go. So what did we say? 4 bananas long and 1/3 of a banana wide. You get the Saab bag with it, which is absolutely fantastic for a bag. You also get a shoulder strap there. Where's the shoulder strap? You also get a Cocker Spaniel. You get a free Cocker Spaniel with this helicopter. He'll be in the bag somewhere. I think whoever had it before me crashed it, because we've got some spare parts here. We've got a spare boom. They're quite expensive. And we've also got a spare tail fin and pulley. We've got a spare servo horn. We've got spare tail blades. Crucially, of course, we've got spare main blades. We've got a spare main shaft, spare aluminium blade grips. But actually, you know what? Looking closer there, I think that was, as I said, I think whoever had this before me crashed it, because that looks like it's broken. But there we go. We can never have enough swash plate levelers in our life. This is a proper Saab one. Bloody expensive, actually, but a swash plate leveler comes in 2 halves, so you haven't got to take the head off. You just unscrew it there in the grub screws either side, put the swash plate leveler either side on the main shaft, do it up, and there we go. Yeah, there's your swash plate leveler. Perfect. A couple of documents here. One for the ESC, 60 amp ESC on a helicopter that's a 280. To give you some sort of idea, an ESC of 60 amp you can find on a 450 or even 500 size helicopter. So that gives you some sort of idea of the amount of power that this is drawing. The anti-static kit, yeah, anti-static fireball kit. Now the anti-static kit on this, because it's belt driven, you can see on the bottom of the helicopter here, there's a cable, goes all the way to the end of the boom, and then isolates itself off down at the bottom here, and then eventually onto the frame. And the reason for that is because it's belt driven, static electricity builds up in the boom, which is enough to give you a little bit of a poke. So that anti-static strap that's on there is very important. So if you do have a dink with this, then make sure you replace that. A spare landing gear, never come out of it, perfectly fine. You can never have enough landing gear. We've got a spare belt, a spare grub screw, and crucially, unbelievably, with the size of the batteries. This is a 6-cell battery, so 22.2 volts, 1,250 milliamps. That is monstrous. That is a monstrous helicopter to give you a battery. And to give you an idea, your OMP Hobby or a Blade 230S, you'll be lucky if there's anything more than a 3-cell, 11 volts, 11.2 volts, and you know, something around about 800 to 1,000. This is 6-cell, 22 volts, 1,250 milliamps, and it needs that, because when that's spinning around at 8,000 RPM, this battery will last about 3.5 to 4 minutes worth of flight. There's 2 of them, both of them good batteries, and both of them on storage charge. And I've put you a little slider here, look. Green is for charged, red is for discharged or storage charge. And you get a free banana as well. So with the Cocker Spaniel and the banana and the helicopter, what a package. Oh, you also get a blade holder. All of this goes very nicely in that bag. So I'm going to pack it in there, make sure it's all nice and safe, and good old Mrs. Helished is going to get this off to you in the post tomorrow, and we will send it tracked, signed for, escorted. It'll have its own close protection team, and so it should be with you hopefully, well, certainly by the weekend, I would have thought. I'd love to be able to link you now a video of this flying, but I only ever actually recorded Supermoon flying this, who absolutely loved it, by the way. But with all of his years of experience, even he said, my God, that thing's a beast. But I only had one video of Supermoon flying this, and to be perfectly honest with you, it came out portrait because I wasn't holding the phone properly, so I wasn't too pleased about that. Anyway, so I'm afraid I've got no video to offer you, but you know how to get hold of me on the old Helished, and as I said, you've got comms with me now. And I dare say that I'll probably do some videos in the very near future on setting up your transmitter. Andre, I'm going to show you how to take this canopy on and off. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because it is quite unique to the Goblin. It's more simple than it looks. You and I are used to putting canopies on with a little bit of oomph. And we use both hands and twist things and pull things. The Goblin's not like that. The Saab is the best helicopter you can get, any size. So taking the canopy off, as you would expect, is relatively easy. Look, we just pull the magnetics either side and pull it forward. We don't have to mess around with stretching the canopy or anything else. That's all we do, is we just push the back and then pull it forward. Looking at the helicopter, as you can see, this is the competition motor. And you can tell because it says competition on it. We've set it up with a Microbeast X with the satellite. You don't need any more than that for a helicopter this size. You'll be able to fly this well out there and be confident that your transmitter and receiver is still receiving it, that everything is all good there. The battery is on an XT60, an XT60 connection, and your 2 batteries that I'm providing you have both got XT60 connections. Right, let's see how we put the canopy back on. Simply hold the canopy in one hand, put your finger at the bottom like this, spread it open a little bit, and then just slide it straight on. Put your battery connection up in there, just slide it straight on, push it forward, make sure it's underneath the landing gear and the clip at the front, push it forward, and then that's it. That's it. The canopy's on. Have you ever seen anything easier than that? What, sweetie? Sorry? Yes, darling, you're all dressed now. Well, did you feel a little bit exposed? Yes. Yes, you were a bit naked, weren't you? That's as simple as that. I never get tired of that. See how easy that was to put that on and take that off. Please don't try any other way except that. I wish someone had told me that. Right, there you go, Andre. That's your little sum up of your new helicopter. It will be in the post tomorrow, along with the Manky Banana and the Cocker Spaniel. We'll get the Cocker Spaniel in the bag, and we'll make sure we'll send it tracked and signed for and everything else. So hopefully you should get this for the weekend. I'm super excited for you. Let me know how you get on. Stay in touch with me on HeliShed, or the email address is on the About page. And let me know how you get on. Don't rush into this beast. It's not something to be rushed into. Enjoy the journey, but let's tame down your controllers so that you don't smash it up on the first flight. Until then, enjoy your OMP hobby and enjoy having this in your armoury, in your fleet. Right, that's it. Till the next episode, take care, legends. Bye-bye.